morning, everyone. Welcome to the
Right there.
August meeting of the Mountain View Computer Users Group. Welcome to our new room, and in theory, this will be our room from now on. We've got one hell of a meeting today, guys. The stuff that we've put together from last month and the new stuff that's come in is really quite impressive. Okay. We do have a sponsor, Carol McLean, the Candle Lady, and this month, ooh,
I just have to say, we have this cute little pumpkin now for the fall season.
yeah.
It smells just like, it smells like.
How much is that? Order me one, please. Oh, okay.
We have a whole new line. I went to a
Candle
candle convention
this
since the last meeting, and we have a whole stuff that you put in diffusers, home fragrance oils. And those are the 5 cents that we're starting up with right there on the slide.
Oh,
Water base.
yeah. Yeah.
Shows.
Will these work in the the machines that? Oh, got it. Okay.
I do with the pumpkin one. Oh, it's so cute. I've already had a few people. They love it.
Yeah. Okay. As you can see, these are really good products. I use them. Like I just ordered one. Mulled cider?
Candle of the month.
Okay. I'll have to talk to my wife about that one. Okay, so get a hold of the Candle Lady. And you will not be disappointed at all. Sponsorship. Today's agenda. We're talking a little bit about the business, timely tech topics, and there has been some major things happening this past month. Then we're going to go into Tip Fest, the sequel, which hopefully is going to be better than the first one. The response last month was so great to what we did, far exceeding our expectations, that we had to divide it into two sessions. I am hoping to get through all of them this month. Now, the biggest benefit to this club overall is the ability to get free consultation, or if we have to visit your home, very low cost. Barry and I charge $35 if we have to come out. Most of the time, we can do it interactively from our homes and have your problem solved very quickly. Either text, leave a message, and we'll get back. What's coming up? Today is Tip Fest, the sequel. Next month is one of the most important meetings of the year. It's when you get to come in and tell us what you want us to talk about. You select the topics. The officers do not sit around a table behind closed doors and come up with all this. We use your feedback. So if there's something I want to learn more about databases, I want to learn more about X. You come in and say, hey, I want to learn more about X, whether it be spreadsheets, databases, word processing, how to use the camera on your phone, how to use Indigo. You come up with the topics. So don't miss that meeting. Also, that's the meeting you pay your dues. Okay. Timely tech topics. What happened this past month? Dropbox drops its password manager. And I didn't get a chance to put this in. Microsoft has announced it's getting rid of its authenticator. Yeah.
It's getting rid of
certificates. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But on some of the boards I've been reading, they say they're going to drop support for authenticator this year also, which I don't mind because of all the authenticators I have, that is the worst. Another big announcement, Apple and others back government plan to digitize healthcare. This is huge. Digital healthcare, they've been trying for years to get this implemented, to get rid of the paper, to be able to get records to doctors faster. Like right now with my doctor, the way it's set up, I can get an MRI, a CAT scan, or an X-ray in the morning, and they'll have it in the afternoon. Didn't used to be that way. It used to be a week or 2 weeks. It's to modernize our healthcare system, which is sorely lacking. Most doctors have gone to some type of electronic recordings, but there's no industry standard for it. You go to Dr. A, and you have to go see a specialist, they may not be able to exchange data. So what they have to do is they have to print it out, send it to the doctor, or email it to the doctor. He's got to digitize it and put it in his database.
Well, there's probably a HIPAA issue there because email is like wide open, unsecure.
Yes. That's more of a HIPAA issue.
Yeah.
So
I had recently had labs done, and I had an option of having them send it to me via email, but they specifically said through encrypted email.
yes.
So
What most of them do is they'll set up a portal, a secure portal, and you go up and view it there. And thank goodness the federal government, most of the federal government is switched to an ID Me login, which is so much faster. And it actually works as opposed to the other one, the
Login.go.
yeah, login.gov, which the key participants, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Anthropic, OpenAI, and 60 other companies have joined in on this. Huge announcement that I thought I had put in here. Apple is moving all of their production to the United States. Chip making, assembly, everything.
so they're going to bring as much as they can.
All that he said very clearly, all chip manufacturing is moving to the States. The only thing that's open right now is the assembly. What's holding that up, there's no place in the United States that can do it. That's the problem. I can't remember the name of the company in China. Fox,
TMC, what is it?
that has the capability to assemble mass products. Here in the United States, I need to produce 45,000 devices a month. In the United States, it'll be a couple of years before we can do that. Foxconn says, yeah, we can do that this month. That's what's holding Apple up on that. Everything else, they're moving to the States. And that is huge. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the state of generative AI. Generative AI, which is the ability for you to generate things through what is wrongly labeled artificial intelligence. It is not intelligent. It's not sentient. It still takes people to program it. Basically, what it is a very huge, smart search engine and machine learning. We have real-time applications. Virtual reality is becoming more and more common, especially in the gaming world. Now, I know most of you are not big into gaming. You're too old for it. I have seen some of the AI-generated gaming scenarios, and we're getting, for those of you who remember Star Trek Holodeck, we're getting much closer to that.
Oh, did you see Strange New Worlds a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
2 weeks ago, yes.
And what advanced this? And the problem has always been, how do you maneuver in an area beyond what the area is? Disney came up with it. It's a platform about 2 by 2 feet, if I remember correctly.
Oh, so
That
isn't it bigger than?
not much bigger. I mean, it's maybe 3 by 3. That you can walk on it, but not go anyplace. And so you can move all over, turn around, and in the virtual environment, it's as if you are walking. That advancement is what is triggering everything else. You can get content creation. I use Apple writing tools all the time to proofread, to generate content. Like if I'm writing an email and I don't like the way I'm making it sound, I'll go and say, hey, make this more professional. And I'll go through and show me, as okay, that's close to what I wanted. So I go in and doctor it up. And sometimes I just can't think of how I want to put this. So I say, generate some stuff for me and let me see what he come up with. And 50% of the time, it's something I can use. 50% of the time, it's not what I want to use. Even more so is in the education market. They're able to develop personalized educational tools to where you can go in and say, I want to learn about, and it will develop for you based upon your user level, a scenario for doing it. This is especially true K through 12 special needs students, because it used to take 2 to 3 weeks for someone to develop one of these educational packet. Now, using AI, they can go through and generate that while the student is sitting there. So that's a big advancement. What this means, the multimodal definition, the capability of AI models to process, understand, and generate content across different data formats. You can now generate images, voice recordings, video, music, and some of the videos are so good, it's hard to tell the difference. There's a lot of controversy on it. Like, let's say that we wanted a sequel to Casablanca. We want a sequel to Casablanca with the same stars in it. AI can do that today. Question is who gets paid for that? You're using people who actually existed. You can do, like I said, text, images, audio, video, virtually every data format you can think of can be generated using AI. There is the ethical question on this, which is huge. Just because you can do something, should you do something?
Casablanca, now in color and with a happier ending.
Where is all this taking us? I'm not too sure.
Well, we've already seen a couple of instances where an executive was fooled by a Zoom call with a deepfake of his boss, where he was directed to take several $100,000 and place them in another account. So that's actually happened a couple of times already.
If you get a phone call from somebody asking you to do something which you don't think is right, triple check it.
We do not have toll roads in Arizona.
Yes. One of the things that happened this past week is a friend of mine called me up, angry as all get out. He's just been on the phone for half an hour talking to a robot and did not realize it. It was that good. And he was just screaming at it. Here's some of the things that have been going on this past year. We've talked about almost the big one that's coming in that is really important, and I think is a good use of this technology is healthcare diagnostics.
Yes.
That is becoming more and more prevalent. I've been involved with it. What they thought was wrong with me, according to the AI, it sent us down a different path. And son of a gun, if it wasn't correct.
That's exactly what AI is designed for. Deep mining of extremely large data sets.
Yes.
That is perfect.
Yes.
Research the company named Flock. Flock is the company that runs the databases for the license plate readers around the country. And they're happily sharing all their data with whatever law enforcement agency would like it. So essentially, when Carolyn and I do a cross-country trip, that trip's been documented. Every place we pass the camera, they know we've been there and they know when.
Look at almost every major intersection in Sierra Vista that has a traffic light. Look up, and there's a camera on it. Now, some things that are still good is one of the things that is controversial, but legal documents can be AI generated in a draft form, gone over by an attorney, and that has sped up the process considerably. Like it used to be for last will and testament, it would take a week. Now it takes 24 hours.
There are services, companies where you can pay that will, on your behalf, go and remove you from data brokers' databases.
Yeah.
That's one level you can.
Norton LifeLock actually offers.
Yeah, there's one called.
Norton LifeLock actually offers that service.
There's another one called Delete Me.
It costs like $50. But what they'll do is they'll go through and they'll scan. Well, they did it for me. They came up that I was in about 70 databases, and they gave me the option that you could go through yourself and remove yourself with individual requests, or $50 and we'll do it for you. But that's for a one-time thing. It's not a subscription. And I found out was I used them once, and that got rid of the vast majority of them. And then after that, I went through the ones that were still there by myself. So that's one option to go after. But that's just to remove yourself from the public database.
Right.
To remove you off the internet. I actually bought a book this summer about how to take yourself off the grid. I mean, completely. The things like this thick. It's only available in hard copy. You can't get it electronically, obviously. Then I'm going to use Amazon. I'm looking at it simply because there's no way I'm ever going to take myself off the grid, but there's some good things in there. But what you can do to stop being low-hanging fruit, basically. Make yourself a little harder to refine. What that is, that's actually their anti-identity theft service, where they will protect your identity. They'll monitor all your stuff. I use that because I know that I've been the victim in like 3 or 4 of the biggest hacks. Especially when I was working up on Post, and a couple of the big hacks happened right when my top secret clearance was going through. So I know I use that, and I have it in Carol's name as well. Costs, but at least they're monitoring everything that happens with my accounts. I also have my credit reports frozen, so nobody can open anything without my knowing about it.
Yeah, that's a good just general practice for everybody. Freeze your credit reports.
Sorry, John, give me a
Using AI in the arts is very controversial. Some people endorse it, some people can't stand it. And if you really want to get an argument going, bring this up with some artists. Okay. The next one has become a real major issue. Virtual companions.
This is scary.
People are getting hooked on digitally created companions where they're dating them online as if they're real people. It's very, very disturbing, and it's becoming a major issue. A good place for this, and I know Mike, code generation and software development. This part is amazing. I tried this with my daughter's wedding site. I went in and asked ChatGPT, give me the HTML and Perl code for this type of site. And it gave back to me HTML and Perl code. I said, oh my God, this just saved me hours. Was it 100% perfect? No. Was it about 95%? Yes. And as a matter of fact, there's a bunch of stuff in there that I said, I didn't know you could do that.
The biggest problem I see with this, though, is in school with developers that are learning, and if they're using this to create code, basically they're using that to develop code, and then, okay, so what is it doing? I don't know. What are the principles behind it? I don't know. So there's that problem with not understanding what's going on with the automatic code generation. But there was something just happened a couple weeks back where a developer was using it, using automatic generation to create a database, and it created a database, populated it with production data, and then he told it, okay, make no more changes without explicitly being told. And I said, okay. And then the next day he came in and I said, so what's been going on? He says, oh, I deleted all of your data. I told you not to do that. Yes, you did. And I deleted it. Oh, well. And the thing is, so it's automatically generated. He had no backup code. There was no way to recreate it. And yeah, he had to go through a step-by-step run. What did you do? Well, first I deleted this, I deleted that, and I did it in such a way that it cannot be recovered. Why did you do that? I don't know.
Which brings us up to the ramifications of AI. Misinformation, fake news articles, fake video news. It's legit. It does happen. Always double, if you see anything, especially on YouTube, double check it, go back to the original source. Deep fake exploitation, misinformation, always go back and check, if you can, the original source to find out what was really said. Even with news, I hear them say, well, this court decision said X. I said, that doesn't sound right. I go back and read the actual court decision, and you'd be surprised at what the real court decision says and what's being reported. And this has always been controversial. We've seen it. Every time there is a leap forward in technology, people get concerned about jobs being replaced. There is a balance in there someplace. I do not see that AI is going to stop jobs. It will create jobs, but the market of the people it's going to be needing.
The biggest issue that I've been seeing is that in some industries, AI is being used to replace mission entry level.
Yes.
Which is the easiest to replace. But that means that now there's nobody in the pipeline for promotion.
Yes.
As the senior starts to retire.
A good example, McDonald's, the kiosk. Oh, the kiosk is going to replace all the people. If you go back and look at what McDonald's said, they can't find the people to run the counters. That's why they developed the kiosk, because this next point is really critical. And that's why we need to support those in Congress and at our state levels to work on this. And AI generated content has outpaced the ethical demands of it. The problem is how do you define what needs to be done? It is almost impossible. Security vulnerabilities, academic academic integrity issues, students using AI to write their papers. But the good news is teachers now have a program that was generated by AI to check papers to see if they were generated by AI. They also have, and when my wife heard about this one, she totally completely freaked out, is that teachers can have the papers graded by an AI application.
Student up at ASU. She visited us. She said last break she had a class she couldn't stand because the instructor was using AI to create his lesson plan. The students were using AI to answer the lessons. And they were using AI to break them. And there were skeletons in the pulpit.
Okay, the other one, and this is the last point that we're going to talk about for good question and answers, is environmental. People don't realize the power demands of AI. It's substantial. Questions and answers before we take a break. Anybody have a question? Does anybody have an answer? We're going to take a break while